Okay, so at this time, I was feeling pretty condemned. I mean, I'm not that bad, but I have done bad things, and I've gone further than I've ever thought I would go in terms of doing bad things. And I was really sorry, and I felt really condemned. So what happened one time was that I was going to mass daily and confessing, and I dreamt that I was going to walk across an arc, and not like an, it was like UST, so that's like an old church in the Philippines, and it was crumbling down, and I had walked right into it as it was falling apart. And that as it fell apart, I thought that the rocks were gonna fall on me, and like it was like God punishing me. But then right before it hit my head, it was like American Beauty when the rocks turned into petals, like white petals, and it rained on me, and I thought like, God, is this your love, you know? So, okay, I have a lot of dreams, but there are three kinds of dreams in my opinion, no? The first one is sight crash, which means there are things that happen in your life that you just keep on thinking of or didn't think enough of, and it comes out in your dreams. The second one is prophetic dreams, which means it's not necessarily literally that, but you see, it's like the future sieved through your consciousness. So, when I was younger, I had a dream about my aunt dying. In my dream, she had died, and my first aunt, came to get her three daughters. And the next scene was that my uncle was playing with the youngest daughter. So that's all I dreamt. But in a span of 3 months, after like a few weeks, my aunt Ethel had died, and her family wanted to keep the kids, and my uncle was not allowed into the compound, so my aunt had to come in and get them, which was the first part of my dream. And after 2 months, my aunt couldn't keep them in her house because it was very small. It was a condo, so they had to stay with my uncle. And my uncle's favorite, after like a few months, became the youngest. So it was one dream, but it happened in a span of many months. But it's a metaphoric dream. It's not like literally that, right? And then the third kind of dream is that there are spirits or other consciousness that comes in to communicate with you. And this happens when, like for me, in my case, I dreamt of my dad. My dad died when I was 6, and I dreamt of him, and we talked, and it was in a table with a Nikon jug, and it's a brand of a jug, and a tree, and a shade. And we were talking, and he was saying how he loved me, he was proud of me, and just normal talking that I've never. And the funny part is, I've only talked to him like once or thrice in my whole life, but like the details, his mannerisms were all there. It could have been implanted, subconsciously. But here's the thing. After I dreamt of him, I met my family because I was telling my mom, I want to change my name. I don't want to be my last name because my dad didn't raise me, and I'm an illegitimate child. So what she said was that my dad wouldn't like that. And after a week, my cousin came to my door, a cousin whom I'd never met, and said, I promised your father I would find you. I had been delaying it for years now, and last week I dreamt of him, and that's why he came to find me. So basically, my family found me, my dad's family, and brought me to the province. And when I was there, I saw the Nikon jug, that I dreamt of, and it looked really familiar. And I told the help that was there um, that I dreamt of that jug with a table and a tree, and she said that this was how the house looked like before it was renovated. But during the time of my father, when my father lived, that was how the house looked like. And see, these kinds of coincidences, or knowing without seeing, just happen, right? Okay, so basically those are the three kinds of dreams, okay? And so this was one kind of dream that I had, and what else? I forgot. Wait, I gotta go